Good morning. It's Friday morning. It's very frosty. Is my office a mess? Well, yes, obviously. Obviously it's a mess. Is my fringe doing its thing? Always. Today we were going to go to Louth to check up on the antique centre, but it's so cold and I haven't got stock ready yet, so it would mean me rushing around this morning getting stuff ready for Louth and packing orders and then going out. So we decided to go to Louth next week. Gives me a bit more time so I can do some listing, packing and getting stuff ready for Louth today. I'm obsessed with colouring at the moment. It's the only thing that seems to quieten my mind. Yesterday I had a bit of a, I don't know, I just felt out of sorts, and Darren could tell by the amount of swearing that was going on between me and the sellotape. So he suggested we go out for a bit, so we went to the garden centre and a few other places and bought some seeds. I think we did a little bit of a haul. I'll pop it in.
Jenny's pleased to see us.
Yeah, we've been out for an hour or so. Right, so we've been to the garden centre, but before we went to the garden centre, I've got a hat on because I took it off, and then Darren said, do you want to do something with your hair? And I said, I can't do anything with my hair. I committed to wearing a hat now, so that's it for the rest of the day.
For once my hair looked better than yours.
So we've been to B&M. And we got the best crisps in the world. We thought we'd try some beefy ones because we've not had beefy Seabrooks before. We had to get 2 packets of the prawn. Coffee, because life is coffee.
Is that
filling.
leaking?
That's
it is. That's not good.
Bicarbonate of soda for cleaning.
I have to decant that.
Yeah, it's all over the place now. Meaty chunks for Jen. We got some bird seed mix for the birds. Hopefully not for Mr. Ratty. And we got 3 lots of potatoes, seed potatoes. We got rocket seed potatoes, first earlies. We got some Charlotte, and we got some Maris Pipers, and they were on offer, 3 packets for £5. So we got those 3 for 5. And then we went to the garden centre. This is exciting. There's bicarbonate of soda all over the place now. We got a couple of these propagators. We haven't really got a lot of propagators, so we're going to have to work out what we're going to do because it can be quite expensive, can't it, doing that?
Yeah, we've got things that we can make up, haven't we? And we've got old ones that they left and stuff, haven't we?
Don't know, we're going to have to work it out anyway. So we got that anyway, and some plant labels. And then we got loads of seeds, loads and loads and loads. Shall we go through it?
Briefly.
Okay. Climbing French beans, runner beans, climbing French beans. Did you realise you've got 2 lots of climb?
Different sort.
Oh, that was a card. We had went to the garden centre and the guy was like, oh, there's 50% off certain seeds. So he said if you get a card, so we got a card. Right, flowers mainly. Swan River daisies, never heard of them, but they look pretty. Sweet peas. Foxgloves, mint, chard, I love chard, nasturtiums, cosmos, more cosmos, echinacea, sunflowers, marigolds, calendula, Californian poppy, aquilegia, Rebecchias, more Rebecchias. These are dwarf ones, I think. Yeah, dwarf. Lupins, foxgloves, basil, alyssum, and sunflowers.
Yeah, that was what, 40 quid?
Yeah, about that.
Not bad.
Yeah. It's a lot of seeds. It's going to be a lot of flowers.
Right, do you want to take your hat off?
No.
Okay.
So I think it's when I need to think about what the doctor said and those grounding techniques and stuff, because I could just feel my anxiety. It was just like, whoa, angry and stressed and stuff yesterday. And it wasn't a particularly stressful day. I think that what it is my cortisol levels or whatever are quite high, meaning that it doesn't take a lot to tip me over the edge. So until I've got those all under control, I'm going to have to just be mindful and aware, more self-aware. Right, it is 8:30. I'm going to quickly tidy up my office so that I can bear to actually work in here, and then I'm going to pack some orders. Ooh, I've been wax melt. Cocoa and sandalwood has been the latest one. Yeah, cocoa and sandalwood, lovely scent. But I've used it up. If I can get it out. Normally it just comes out in one big, oh, there we go. One big disc. I've ordered some more. They're being delivered in early next week. But I've got a packet. Masquerade is an old one that I had left over from the shop. So we'll try that one out today. See what that's like. I'm going to put that on. Yeah, so I think I just ordered about 10 or 12 scents, I think. So look forward to those arriving next week. One other thing I wanted to show you is Court's dad got us a Christmas present, and we only just got it yesterday because Court didn't go to see them until New Year and blah blah blah. Anyway, and he got Darren a forest hat, which is brilliant. But he got me this flower seed sack, and it's got a little booklet, and in here look at more. I mean, let me stick the specs on. Where have I put them? Viola Comula, I think that says. Agacia mexicana, never heard of it. Anirinium, Salpigossis, Lavender, Coreopsis. I mean, that sounds like a disease, doesn't it? Coreopsis. Ipomia. I don't know what these are. Nigella. I do know what Nigella is. Amaranthus. Dianthus. Ornithera. Evening primrose, that says. Gypsophilia. We know what that is. Escholzia. Escolzia. Again, that sounds like a mental illness, that one. Salvia. Doranthinus. Verbena, we know what that is. Papaver, that's a poppy, isn't it? Oh, another papaver. Oh, I'm going to have so much fun. Calendula. Aquilegia, I love Aquilegia. Agastache. Do you like my pronunciation of all the... I was going to say Greek, it's Latin, isn't it? Digitalis. Nicotiana. More digitalis. Viola. Petunia. Aquilegia. Myosotis. Babascum. And Campanula. That is a whole wedge. So I don't know where he got them from, but that is an absolute brilliant thing. And each one, there's a little description of for each flower pack, seeds, there's a little booklet. God, it's going to keep me busy. Maybe I should show you things that I've sold. There's this, that sold. Thought you'd be interested in that. And that, That sold. And down here, they sold. This sold. They sold. Oh, some little John Lewis espresso cups and saucers, some boots, and a big blue and white platter. About 12 o'clock, Bob and Court have been round, and so we packed their orders while they were here, because they'd been to the lockup to pick up stuff. So I said, why don't we just pack them all up while you're here, and then you can take them on the way back. So that's good. It means they also took my parcels, so it means I don't have to leave the house. And Bob also, because he's a technical whiz, showed us how to transfer the videos from the little garden camera thing, so that I can put them into the vlog. So I'll find that ratty one and see if I can get it into the vlog. He also helped me log back in, because when I got my new iPad, I hadn't logged into my other email, which I use for the Avon. So I haven't looked at that Avon email for a few weeks. And I need to say some thank yous to Fiona, Susan and Alison, who all ordered on my Avon. Thank you so much. So if you're interested, I've got a link in the description box. It's an Avon link. Doesn't cost you anything extra. All the stuff comes direct from Avon. So I don't really have any involvement. It just means that I earn a tiny bit of commission, so it's very much appreciated. If I'm honest, I haven't properly looked at what's on in Avon for a while now, so I may well have a look in the next few days. It is now about 1:20. Darren made us some really lovely lunch. We had some fish in the freezer that needed using up, so we had fish and rice and sweet corn, and it was very, very nice. And then I've got a bit of a headache now. I don't know why. Just started just before lunch, so I've had some Anadin. I'm waiting for it to do its magic, and then I can get on with some more stuff. I want to do some listing. Darren's gone outside. Apparently this is the warmest part of the day. Actually, I might put my shoes on and go for a little walk. That's not a bad idea, is it? Get out in the sunshine, fresh air. Might clear my head. Left Darren in the garden. Jenny wanted to come with me, but I've seen a few tractors coming down here this morning, so I didn't want to bring her down and let her off the lead and then a tractor to come along. And I'm not being out for very long. I'm just going to stretch my legs, take some deep breaths, feel the sun on my face, and then I'll turn around and go back. I think Anadin Extra is starting to kick in because the headache's lifting, and my fringe has gone. I had a hat on, so that's no longer going to be a thing. Somebody asked me about what the doctor had recommended, and I went to the doctor's, and he was talking more about like grounding techniques and self-help things, and he did give me some links to some like little videos, self-help videos, with some sort of, I suppose, coping strategies, whatever. Anyway, I'll put a link into those. He said they're like I have looked at a few of them. They're like cartoony. He said don't get put off by the cartooniness. It's the content that's important. So I'll put a link to the ones that he put in, and then you can have a look and see what you think. With regards to the homework that he gave me, they are ADHD form things that you fill, like self-assessment type things that you fill in, and then they work out whether you can be referred for a diagnosis. But looking at the forms and looking at stuff, I don't think that I would get referred, because you have to prove that you had symptoms of ADHD as a child to be referred. And I think any symptoms I would have had as a child were masked quite a lot by the fact that we moved schools and changed and swapped and moved around a lot when I was younger, so it wouldn't have shown up that well. I was always behind, I was always catching up, I was always out of the loop, do you know what I mean? So I don't think anything really would have shown up that easily, you know. So I don't think I will get referred, but this is neither here nor there really, is it? Doesn't really matter. I suppose it would just help explain some things that I struggle with, especially when it comes to organisation and I get overwhelmed very easily and all these things, but I don't really want to go into it all. But yeah. What he did say, don't know if I talked about this at all, but he was saying that if you've been under a period of stress, and this is nothing to do with the ADHD thing, this is going back to the stress management and stuff. If you've had a period of stress, your cortisol levels can be really high, which means that certain parts of your brain don't function as well. I may be getting this slightly wrong, but this is how I understood it. And so things that you should be able to deal with and function well with don't work so well, like memory. Your memory is affected if your cortisol levels are high. And also, even if the stressful event has finished, has gone, you could still be feeling the after effects of it. And if you then have another smaller stressful situation, it almost like kicks it back up. It makes it all too much, which is how Darren and I are both feeling at the moment. We feel like we haven't recovered fully from the whole move. And I know a lot of people move all the time, but it was a big deal for us. You know, it took us a long time. We gave up a lot. We completely changed our lifestyles. You know, there's a lot of things going on and a lot of stuff that we don't even talk about. So yeah, it was a big thing, and so we're both sort of recovering from it. So excited about this year. Just having a little go at cleaning this. I think there are remnants of a hallmark on here somewhere. I think I just saw them. Maybe just there. So I'm going to see if I can clean it up at all. I don't know how well this is coming out, but there is, just there you can see the lion. You see it? And then there's two hallmarks either side that are just, well, too far gone. But yeah, there is definitely the lion there. So it is hallmarked, but apart from knowing that it's silver, I can't establish how old it is or anything. So I will give you a chance. I'll put this on the website with the other bits of silver. Give you a chance to buy it before I then try and sell it on eBay. It's got a pretty lid to it as well. And then that is the bottle. And then here is another one. This one has got definite clear hallmarks. Bear with. Can you see them underneath there? So I'm going to give them a little bit of a polish and then see if I can date this scent bottle. Pretty little thing. we unexpectedly left the house, and in there's some like cheap bookshelves that we saw advertised on Facebook Marketplace, so we've been out to collect them. And while we were out, Darren's had a delivery of wood. You can just see it poking out there. So he's excited about wood. Did you miss us? So we hadn't planned to go out, but yeah, Darren just saw some shelves on Facebook Marketplace and was like, shall we go and have a look quick now? So I got my coat and we went out, and it was like a little shop, but they put a load of stuff on Facebook Marketplace. So I got some shelves. I told you I wanted some shelves for Louth. So I'm glad that we didn't go to Louth today, because we're going to go to Louth early next week, and now I've got some shelves. Hurrah! So those are still in the car. And yeah, so back to doing this. I'll put those two little scent bottles on my website if you're interested. You know, they are, this one you can see, the light's not great now, is it? Just the silver's a little bit dented, and so then it's tarnished in the little dents. And then this one is a little bit more, can you see the dent here, there, and here? But that is that. So I'll put those two on my website if you're interested. But then I think I'm going to love you and leave you, because it's dark and it's time to like get tidied up and stuff. So thank you very much for watching. I have to say some thank yous. Who do I have to say thank you still to? Kerry for ordering on my website, and to Jilly, who along with Heather, I think it was, joined my membership. So thank you so much, really do appreciate it. Link in the description if you're interested. Links to all my social media and stuff are all down there, so you can go and have a little browse of different things. I plans for the weekend. I think I'm going to do some work over the weekend, because one, it's winter, we're not getting out as much. Two, I haven't managed to do as much listing this week as I would like to. Just things keep popping up, so it's just not happened. So I'd like to get some listing done. Yeah. Remember, leaving me thumbs ups and comments really helps my algorithms, and subscribing to the channel costs you nothing, but again, really helps. So if you like slow, gentle vlogs with a reselling gardening content, then please just go ahead and subscribe. Right, have a lovely day, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.